Well, here we are once again. It's currently 2490. We're getting there. It's going along quite nicely. We managed to get some territory across the galaxy, which has boosted our economy a significant amount. We've managed to go to war currently with Volutria, so this war is not going to last much longer, but still it's all looking very good for us indeed. Even though we have too many colonized systems right now, we can easily handle all of that, and on top of that, Volutria is going to fall very soon, and we're looking to get at least 3 planets out of it, which is exactly up my alley. They got a small strike fleet out there, nothing that we cannot handle, and we're currently in the midst of trying to basically suppress all of these systems as we go. So let's send this bad boy out in here, and let's basically start splitting up their territory. If we can find a couple of their systems that have outposts in them, that'd be exceptionally good, because then we can knock them off their socks quite easily. There is a small fleet in here. Are we going to be able to engage this? Yeah, no problem whatsoever. So we're going to go and try to Morland's Marrow. What a strange name for a system. But we're going to go and try and take that one, and there's a couple of other items that we can take a look at. So right now we're just basically just scouting around. Can we find any targets and take those down? Now, this doesn't have anything of importance, so I can see anyway. Let's go back towards fast, as we've been doing all the way so far. Yeah, this has been an easy bout of pretty easy bit of combat here. We're going to go and send the Wayfarer out there as well, so we can get a little bit of research going on, see if we can get something out of it, but I doubt it, to be honest. There's 2 systems in here, in Maya. There's 2 planets in Maya, which is actually kind of nice. We are still just bouncing around, trying to find if anything of interest. There is some neutronium ore in here as well, which would boost our armor up to 15%, which is quite significant. But we're just basically scouting around, see what we can find. And we're going to be able to take this down quite easily. Good. A lot of random combat going on at the moment. I'm really not all that worried whatsoever. These are just the battleships. We don't need those. We do need more cruisers, though. So we're going to go and build those up at least. So 23. Still haven't seen any outposts anywhere. Gigantar. Yeah, we're just bouncing around right now. See if we can find anything. As soon as we find an outpost, we're going to obviously strip it out. But it could just be that it's just coming in from these 2 worlds over here. And we can try to take him down from here. In the meantime, we're going to go and send our assigned ship out in towards Maya in general and get all the research projects going here as well. Mother has a bunch of our troops, as does Unity. So we're going to go and send all of these troops out over here. And somebody in our chat was always very, very interested in why we weren't getting the Gene Warriors guys out. And that's actually kind of funny, really. Another thing that I would like to point out is that apparently we got the same guy doing science, which is crazy town and is most likely a bug. This is not something that should happen, which is obviously kind of interesting to say the least. These guys, all these spaceports, they need to be upgraded to the max. Let's see if we can squeeze the maximum out of here. Yeah, almost. Managed to get our terraforming done, which is great. Let's go and colonize this world as soon as we can. Let's send in one from Unity, and there's a lot of science on this world, actually, which is rather good. For adjacency bonus purposes, we'll put it out in here. This is going to cost us some problems in terms of overreach, but it should be doable. We may start looking at moving a hardwood or one of the other planets to another sector. I know it's going to be hardwood, but Barstool is, I think, getting to that point where we want to hand it over to another sector. All the other ones, not so much the case. Maybe nothing. Where is Barstool anyway? Barstool is over here. We can add it to the Finn Castle sector, I guess, at this moment. Arcadia, that's fine. Yeah, so let's add this one to this, and then we have this pressure off of us. What do we got here? It's minor engagement, nothing to be worried about. We should be able to get all of this stuff relatively quickly. Did I... Where are you guys? Okay, though they're in position, we're going to be able to take quite a lot of stuff here. And all honesty, Volatria really doesn't have anything anymore that is interesting to us. We can't move in just yet. Yeah, we're just basically destroying their little stations everywhere. One battleship and a cruiser coming in as well. Not entirely sure what they're trying to do with that. Just a couple of very simple spaceships. Nothing that we really cannot take out. But we are going to go and set the Wayfarer up to do some more research in here. But yeah, all of this stuff. We lost a cruiser, actually, surprisingly enough. Scientist is done. Got a bunch of research out of it. Every single bonus here helps. Which reminds me, do we have the bonus currently active? Yeah, we do have Curator Insight, which is going to end up in about 111 days. Xuracorp is out as well. Let's take a look here what we can find with our other guys. There's the Artisan Trope. They still don't want to talk to us. Looks like they're broken. The Riggins. So let's talk. Let's say take a look at these guys. Let's see what we can trade. Let's see if we can get some minerals, because trade and all that stuff we can get really quickly. And on top of that, it's now plus 60, which is exactly what we wanted. And let's see if we can get some strategic resources here, which is spice, is happiness plus 5%. So let's go and get that. So perfect. So we can boost our happiness a little bit, and instantly, my God, we get 320. I'm not interested in migration treaty. We've been over this. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Just a standard thing here. Let's take a look here at our negotiations. We're not to the point yet that we can seed planets yet, but we are getting in towards that general direction. This bombing is not going, but my God, these aliens are ugly. Jesus Christ. They are militants, resilients, conformists. Oh, they are conformists. Oh, that is very useful. Nomadic, alpine preference. Really? I thought you guys were all... Did he... Oh, okay, that's a separate species. Very interesting. So there's a separate species here on Altan that has been setting up shop here on this alpine world. So let's go and invade this one. There's an arid world, Volatrian. Yeah, they got their continental preference. Industrious, extremely adaptive. That is very useful as a trait to have. Nothing that we won't be able to handle, but you get the general idea here. You are not doing anything. You should be doing something. You are bombing, I guess. Yes. Okay. That is this fleet up in here. It's not doing anything. So we can go and send those out down here and try to take some stuff down. There's a combat station down here as well. So let's go and get a general on board. It shouldn't be too difficult to handle. I have the same general running individual fleets. Well then, it looks like we are through the looking glass here, and some pretty crazy shit's going on. Oh God. Is we going to be able to handle this? It looks like we're not going to run into any problems. They set up a bit of a trap here, but our fleet seems to be able to handle themselves. We got enough cruisers in there, so that's not a problem. Let's get some more resources up in here. Yeah. Engineering. Yes. Very nice. Yeah, the psionic armies, xenomorphs. Yeah, let's get some more cruisers. Yeah, perfect. And we'll be able to bomb this planet into oblivion. What is this? Oh my God. Is that Is that an alien space station on New Beginning? What is this? An Alpine world. New Beginning.
Situation log updated.
What are these? These are definitely aliens of some sort. Did we manage to invade this world? Oh, we're still bombing it. Whatever. Let's get a leader on here, if we can afford one. Logistician. What's this? Morale? Charismatic. Yes. So let's go and do that. And let's start invading our first planet. So it's 51 armies. Should be more than enough. They are completely crushed anyway, so whatever. Ooh, good lord. We lost quite a lot of stuff in this. 6 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 8 corvettes. That is a significant amount. We cannot afford to lose that many. So we need to go and replace those pretty rapidly here. Yeah, getting those replaced is not much of a problem, but this invasion is also kind of worrying me. If we didn't have that that army leader attached to it, then I'd be a bit more worried about it. But still, the Velatria is actually putting up quite the resistance. We're almost at the point where we can say, yo, we're going to take your shit. But, yeah. Let's take a look here for the invasion force. We're going to go... Yeah, they're all... I think they're all retreating. Yeah, they're all broken. So all of our forces should be able to move through without too much problem. Let's see if we can... Yeah, there we go. They're all falling. So this is gonna end very quickly here, and with a bit of luck, we should be able to boost up towards a point where we can force our demands. There we go. So let's negotiate. We're at -1 demand-wise, so we are looking good. All of our armies are being built up, so let's get some more psionic armies out there. Some small engagements all over the place. That is a relatively small assault fleet, actually. Let's go and take that one out. We could hypothetically use... Yeah, there is another world here that we... Let's split up this fleet and blockade this world. Because we're not really doing a lot of blockading with our ships. As soon as we get this, we should be able to move along, and we get +5 years lifespan on top of that. Who was it again that wanted Gene Warriors? Well, let's finally do it then. There we go. Gene Warrior is being researched. Hope you're happy now. There we go. We can negotiate. Let's send our demands. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so we managed to get a bunch of territory. We decided not to get the additional world that was in here, which is kind of annoying. Let's send our capital fleets back towards our home world. How we're doing money-wise, -36, mainly because of the problems that we have. But look at this. The game is so completely bugged right now. We got the same leader in every single fleet, which is kind of funny. We got 3 worlds out of that. I'm kind of happy about that situation. We are, I hope, colonizing this world. I thought we were colonizing. Oh, there it comes. Okay, it comes right in right now. But yeah, we got 3 additional worlds, which is good. Velatria is pretty much crippled, and on top of that, I do think we managed to get neutronium out of that. Yes, we did, and a whole bunch of other resources as well, like terraforming liquids, Ptherian dust, which we can definitely use in various ways, so that is always good. Let's research all these projects and stuff like that, and we should be able to basically get ourselves in an even better position than we were before. We have managed to cripple them quite significantly, taking big swaths of territory from them, which is something I'm rather happy about. Has to be, we can, okay, let's revoke our guarantee to these guys. It's only going to cost us resources. And let's go have a chat here with the Kroll, see what I want. They're receptive to us. We can, if we end our rivalry, is that a good idea? Not really. I am kind of looking at some of these new worlds out there, see what they actually need. Wow, they're really struggling for food, actually. That is surprising. They are pretty good in terms of their setup, but their bonuses are a bit naff. So, not really the keenest on removing this bonus. So let's replace this one with a hydroponics bay. Martin's Marrow. This is a relatively new world as well. It's got Titanic Life on it, and then there's Ultan, which is relatively well developed. It's all power plant 4s and stuff like that, so we can actually add that to another thing. Jump drive, sentient combat simulations, 35 points of physics research is actually quite big, and that is absolutely staggering. So let's take a look here at our sectors, what we can do. Let's add let's add the new stuff towards Finn Castle. I think that will be a good solution here. We're able to get all those resources anyway, so I'm not particularly worried about that. And on top of that, we can finally use one of our construction ships again, because this system does not have a lot of stuff in it. So there we go. We're back to 5 to 5. We're making 400 mineral energy a month. It's 3,000. It's 600 minerals a month, which is not exactly insignificant. We can just crank up more ships. Tons of them, actually. And let's build an observatory here. Let's build ourselves an observatory here once we can, and then move on. I'm kind of worried about the Fel Null at the moment. What do they want? Submit to our rule or be exterminated like the vermin that you are. There is nothing further to discuss. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, 65 points of physics research and 40 points of engineering is not something to sneeze at. That is quite amazing. One of the guys in the chat was saying, hey, bro, one of the dudes has got soul, and this cannot happen. Yeah, I agree. If one of the aliens has managed to get soul, then we should do something about this. Soul is in the game. Where are you? Okay, there's Soul, and there's Soul 3. Human civilization, and they're in the Renaissance age. Oh my. Oh, and they're in here. Okay. So, here's Soul. Okay, we got ourselves that new planet. As requested. Ooh, how are we doing leader-wise? Hostile fleet detected. What? Unidentified aliens. What is this? Is that a Wraith? I think that is a Wraith. It is a Wraith. It is not really it's not attacking any of my stuff, but still. There's a Wraith floating around here, which is something we may need to watch out for. The Wraith are kind of an interesting little thing from Guardians. It's just floating around right now. Oh, good galore. That's a Wraith in our territory. We need to do something about that now. We cannot have them rampage through our sectors. Yeah, the Wraith. A spectral entity has been detected by our sensors. It seems to be roaming from system to systems, destroying matter around itself indiscriminately. Early observations suggest its composition and manipulation of light may make it extremely difficult to target. But one thing we have learned from exploring the galaxy, that even light itself can be bent and broken. Whenever by reason or brute force, it will be possible. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. We need to merge our fleets. And we need to do it now. We need to engage this Titan of the Stars. Okay, let's just engage it. Screw it. It just destroyed pretty much everything within this system. It annihilated the spaceport. There's the sentient combat AI. Arc emitters, potentially good. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's go and have a chat with our friends, the curators, and have a chat about the Wraith. Which one's this? Whatever, we'll just ask for all of them. Their light synchronizes. Okay. Their ability to avoid conventional weaponry is weakened in the system with red dwarves. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's talk for another one. The Blue Wraith is an A and a B class, so they're only weakened in Blue Giant systems. And the other one, the last one, the yellow one is in a class M. Is okay, and Red Dwarfs, and then finally everything else we already have. We may want to avoid an engagement here. We are kind of at the point where we can shoot them quite easily. We have the Rig and trade deal and Exurgiel trade deal, but I'm kind of worried we're going to lose a lot of ships in this engagement here. So let's move all of our strike fleets out and try to engage it as soon as we can. How many weapons does it have? I haven't done a video about this guy, which is something I probably should have done. It's just relatively rare to see. Like it was in the Versus video, which is, it was pretty cool, but still, right now it is not being damaged all that much. We may want to re-engage, although the rest of the fleet has now jumped in. And the rest of the fleet will be arriving very soon, which is good. So we're going to add a couple more battleships to the fleet, if we can at least. Yeah, let's add a rapier. But I'm really wondering whether or not this giant fleet that we're just throwing at it is going to be enough. Because it is impacted by the local star. What kind of star? It's the K class. And it's getting damaged quite a lot at the moment. We're throwing quite a lot of firepower at it. And the amount of hull points that it has is dropping quite significantly, and also very quickly. So it's not something that I'm too worried about. Let's take a look at this world. Let's build a frontier clinic here. Improves habitability, which is nice, and hydroponics one here and here. Let's also build a basic mine. Actually, let's cancel this one. Let's build. We can't have a robot pop because we are not allowed to have them, apparently, because of that robotic uprising from earlier. Awkward. Yeah, some energy would be nice. That is not energy. That's hydroponics. But on that bombshell, as we're trying to develop our worlds and engaging this Wraith with as much firepower as we can muster, we're going to wrap up this episode. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.